impoverished and alone. Fine artist Mary Das. Deborah Pollitt. Braves a blizzard with her toddler son, Nello. To reach the remote forest home of her father Jehan Das. Jack Warden. The journey has brought Mary close to death. Mary asks Jehan to promise to care for Nello after she is gone. Jehan keeps the promise, helping his grandson to become an intelligent and sensitive young man. As the two live a very poor existence, Nello, Jesse James, and Jehan make ends meet delivering milk to the nearby city of Antwerp, where they are welcomed and respected by the community. One afternoon on their way home, they encounter a Bouvier des Flandres dog beaten and left for dead in the woods. Taking him home, Jehan and Nello nurse the dog back to health, with Nello naming him Patrasche. The boy and his new friend are inseparable thereon. With Jehan's guidance, Nello hones his skill as an artist with Patrasche as his subject. His artwork comes to closely resemble that of his mother. Nello soon introduces Patrasche to his lifelong companion and artistic muse Aloïse. Madeleine Sweeton, daughter of the local mill owner Nicolas Coguet. Stephen Hartley. Meanwhile, Nello and Jehan struggle to appease their wicked, heartless landlord Stevens. Andrew Bicknell. Nello gains a mentor when he meets artist Michel Legrand. John Voigt. By the statue of Peter Paul Rubens outside the Cathedral of Our Lady. After defending the boy against Patrasche's vagrant first owner, Michel brings him into his study and begins his tutelage, though he leaves for business in Rome soon afterward. As the years pass, Nello, Jeremy James Kistner, stays close with Aloïse. Farron Monet Daniels. Nicholas, disapproving of the match, forbids Nello from ever seeing Aloïse again. Despite protestation from his wife Anna. Cheryl Ladd. Nello finds some comfort in Michel, who has returned from Rome to help his pupil continue his education. Despite his plight, Nello sets his hopes on winning a famous art contest to gain respect from the art world. Aloïse wholly supports her friend in this endeavor, as does the gregarious local blacksmith William Bruce McGill. Not long thereafter, Stevens accidentally burns down Nicholas' mill. Visiting with the Coguets' servant Millie, he had been smoking a pipe in the nearby shed and fell asleep. The next morning, as the town inspects the damage, it is discovered that Nello had secretly visited Aloïse the night before to give her a birthday gift. Stevens uses this as evidence of Nello's guilt of committing an act of revenge. Furious, Nicholas believes the lie and smashes Aloïse's gift and blames Nello for starting the fire while Jehan comes to Nello's defense. Thereafter, Stevens takes advantage of the town's new distrust of the boy by taking over his milk delivery route. After Jehan suddenly dies, Nello and Patrasche are evicted from their home by Stevens. Though William, who still trusts the boy, offers the two a place to stay, Nello insists that he has work to do. On Christmas Day, Nello eagerly awaits the results of the art contest to be announced by Michel. But he loses to Robert Kessler, Julian Bosman, son of the mayor of Antwerp, Fred van Kuik. Nello and Patrasche then find themselves back in the cold in the midst of a blizzard, just like Mary once was. As they wander along a dirt path, Patrasche sniffs out Nicholas' wallet buried in the snow. It contains a vast sum of money. Nello returns the wallet to the Coguet mill and departs before Anna can offer him a meal, leaving Patrasche behind so that he might have a comfortable future. Nicholas then returns to the mill, distraught that he has lost his family's life savings. He becomes enraged upon seeing Patrasche until Anna explains what happened. At dinner, the family is quietly pensive until Millie reveals the truth of what happened to the mill. Horrified, Nicholas bands together his family and neighbors to find Nello. Patrasche runs ahead of the group and disappears into the storm. Meanwhile, Nello returns to Antwerp and seeks shelter in the cathedral just as Patrasche approaches. The two lie down to rest in front of the Rubens painting the Descent from the Cross. Nello dreams of him and Patrasche dying and being brought to the next life by Rubens himself, where they rejoin Jeanne and finally meet Mary. Witnessing his own funeral, Nello is torn between staying with his family and returning to life. Mary insists that it is not yet time for him to pass on and that she will always love and be with him. Awakening, Nello is greeted by the search party. Alois had realized that Nello would have gone to the cathedral to see the Rubens. Nicholas falls to his knees and begs the boy's forgiveness for the accusations made against him. Michel then enters, having seen the villagers running for the cathedral, and presents Nello with the medal he won in a previous edition of the art contest. Nello then remarks how, as his dream reveals, Michel knew his mother, to whom Michel referred as his gifted student. Michel is shocked, at which Anna explains that Mary never told anyone that Michel was Nello's father. For fear of a scandal, Michel and Nello embrace as Michel thanks God for finally bringing father and son together. Outside the cathedral, a star shines brightly.